Tame, I want to congratulate you on such an incredible season 3 of White Lotus. How are you feeling looking back, what you guys created, how the audiences has reacted?
It's just, I feel like it's a dream come true over and over and over again. It's like, it's hard to process all this. I haven't really had a moment to sit, and just like, what's going on? Like, I can't believe I'm here. I'm so grateful because this is what I've always wanted ultimately. But it just felt, ages ago, it felt like such a far-fetched dream that I kind of had to just be okay with another dream, and this all happened and it changed everything. So I'm gonna ride this wave like until the end. I'm really gonna go for it. Yeah.
And I imagine you all grew so close as a cast.
Yeah.
How does it feel seeing some of your cast members here this evening?
Well, I'm so glad he's here. He's here now because I haven't seen him for a while. So it's nice to have another Thai cast member here. I got to go see Lisa at Coachella, and that was amazing.
She was incredible.
First time seeing her live too, because I'm just used to seeing her as Mook. And it's just so it's amazing to actually see her on stage and doing what she does best, I guess.
How was it working with Lisa, such a superstar that she is?
Yeah, she's great. All the way from the start, she was very kind and humble, and we hung out a lot and got to know each other as friends. And I can see this friendship going on for a while because we always check in every now and then just to see how each other are. Yeah.
Any behind the scenes fun stories that you can share?
There was some fun stuff. When we would just like the karaoke parties, she would always be like, when I sing, she would just be dancing at the back. I was like, do you want to sing? Like, she's like, no, I'm just a dancer. Yeah. She's such a good hype man or hype girl. Sorry. Yeah.
So you saw her at Coachella. How was being there to support her for Coachella?
It was amazing. I mean, just my first time at Coachella, it was, I never actually thought I would ever make it to that festival, and for, Nylon magazine to give me an artist pass so that I could enjoy all that kind of luxury stuff, but also I spent a lot of time in GA because I just really enjoyed.
That's where the vibes are.
Yeah, that's really where the vibes are. So I really enjoyed walking around and having people just kind of come up to me and have a nice chat and get some pictures, and I had a really great time. And to see Lisa there was just the cherry on top, just to be there, support her, see her mum, and her mum introduced me to Rose. It was like a nice little family thing, so it was really nice. Yeah.
You're saying people came up to you. What are your thoughts on the audience's reactions of that shocking last episode?
It's been amazing. I mean, no one's come up to me and said, "Oh my God, you shot someone in the back." It was always like, "Oh my God, like we felt for you, like, oh, we know you didn't want to do that." And it was just nice to have people actually come up and have a conversation about that. I was really grateful and really happy to talk to everyone who came up to me. So yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, your character was really put in a tough situation, and
Yeah.
you can't really judge what anyone chooses to do at that moment.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed sort of that arc that he had, from the start, sort of being this kind of smiley guy the whole time, and then as he loses the weapon, getting more stressed and starting to lose the girl, and it's just all the pressure on him, and then in the end, it's just boom. I really enjoyed that character because I just enjoyed working through the layers. It made me really have to think and pull out some emotions that I've never had to do before in anything.
And how hands-on is Mike White as a director and a leader of the pack?
He's pretty hands-on, but what I really liked about it, he kind of, like the ending scene, he didn't really, he knew, we talked about it in the beginning, sort of how this was going to play out, but in the end, he just kind of let me do it. And that was like, that ending bit where I actually fired the gun and you see my face kind of shocked, like kind of psyched himself up, and then shocked afterwards as he saw Rick fall into the water. It's like, oh damn, I've taken someone's life. I was so amazed. That was one take. It was like really cool that I was like, oh, what, we're done? And Mike's like, yeah, you got everything in there. Let's move on.
That was one take?
That was one take, yeah.
That's incredible.
That was one, yeah.
That's Meryl Streep level.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, I was kind of, the way I prepared for that because I breathed really heavily. And I almost hyperventilated on myself because I was like, but it really helped. And I've never had acting lessons before, so I'm just kind of drawing from past experiences and just like things that I learned on the spot and things that I learned from, like watching Walton Goggins prepare for his scenes.
That was my next question. How was seeing, because I know he can get a little bit method as well.
He was very method. I mean, so that scene, it was like 3 days we took to film that whole sequence. And for that whole 3 days, Walton was like that you saw in the scene, just really in it. When I saw him in the morning when we did the blocking at like 4:30 a.m. and when he walked towards me, I was like, hey Walton, he's like, shh. He was like, I was like, oh, okay. And Amy Lou came up to me and was like, oh, don't worry, this is just how he prepares. I was like, oh, okay, good, that's good to know. And he was so sweet. At the end of the day, when Mike raps, he'll come up to me and say, oh, hey man, like sorry I didn't say hi this morning. I was just kind of in character. I was like, no, thank you. I learned a lot from you, so it was amazing.